Hey, NBA 2K MyLeague fans. Coach 2K back with some more NBA 2K MyLeague expansion series action with the Cincinnati Lions, who are still sitting atop the Eastern Conference, a game ahead of the Bulls and a game and a half in front of the Pacers. New to the channel, it's a man's MyLeague, 12-minute quarters, 82-game seasons, no simming allowed, and we're 50 games tonight into the second season, playing every game. We're in the middle of a homestand here tonight. We got highlights with the Knicks. And we got the trade deadline approaching next week, and we'll be looking to see if we want to make any moves as that deadline approaches. You can see here the upcoming schedule, a couple of big games here. Nets and the Lakers. Nets with Sean Rooks. Lakers with Hot Rod Dupree. Big news yesterday, though. Man, Austin Billups, he got hurt in practice. I could not believe it. He tore his elbow ligament. Now he's going to be out till the end of March. And I was like, gosh, I can't believe he got hurt in practice. So he's going to be out for a little while, so we got to figure out what we're going to do. Now, typically, I don't move the bench guy up and start like 00 in this situation. I move the third stringer up. In this case, we're going to dust off Freeman Frazier here, put him in the starting lineup instead of Blaine Giffey, who we also have on the bench there. Frazier is a 31-year-old veteran from Oklahoma State, averaging 2.7 points a game this year, 3.3 rebounds. He's got a hefty contract. I'm trying to get rid of him, but realistically, I can't feel like I can dump the contract. He's a 31-year-old veteran. He does have a player option next year. He's probably going to exercise that. We're going to see what happens. We're trying to make him unhappy, but he stays happy. The Knicks, meanwhile, are third from the bottom in the Eastern Conference. They've won 3 of their last 5. They've been playing better. Dante Carr has been hot. As we expect a good game from Carr tonight, and he does not disappoint. So anyway, the Knicks, not a great team, but they've been playing better. We faced them twice already. First matchup of the season, we did beat them by 5 with a 40-point fourth quarter, and Jenks had 34 to win, and Drew had 22. Henson, the point guard for the Knicks, had 45. Dante Carr was hurt in this one, but Henson, the point guard, did a great job picking up the slack. He had an awesome game. That video is on the channel if you want to take a look at it. Second matchup of the season, Dante Carr returned, and he dropped 40 on us. Henson was 17, as we won this one by, 9? I think that's what that says. But Dante Carr had a great game. It's the first time we'd seen him this season. And Jenks, on the other end, 47 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals and a block. We were trying to get a triple-double in New York, and Jenks was just a little bit shy of that. Big stage, you got to perform like a superstar if you are one in New York especially. Now, the Knicks got Dante Carr. He's an all-star, second-team All-NBA player last year, and he certainly deserves it. His last several games here, you can see his stats. Pretty much a double-double guy, and he is their best player at 94 rated overall. Shooting guard from Texas. And then Dexter Henson's their point guard. He's from Kansas, a little undersized, but he can drop some points on, as I showed you earlier. 83 rated overall. And he plays, he's pretty much quiet for a lot of the game. And, of course, as we enter the game here, Jenks, our NBA scoring leader, 34.6 points a game. And Jenks has been playing awesome all season. And Brezic, 15 points, as highlighted there by the highlight screen. Now, you can see our starting lineup here. We got Frazier in here, so we've adjusted the lineup to account for the injury with Billups. So we'll see how Freeman Frazier fills the shoes of Billups here as Dante Carr gets started right away, attacking probably our defensive weakness there, and zing, and he goes right at him and scores. Jenks comes down the other end. He knocks down that 3. Here's Carr dropping another one as he would go on a scoring binge here in the first quarter. Here he does the spin move, zing, fouls him, and he hits another one, and he's going to go to the free throw line here in a second and try and give him a 9-point lead. And here he is. Here's another look at that. He does the spin move, and zing. I don't know. That's a pretty questionable call right there. He hardly got him as he knocks down the free throw, gives him an early lead there. Here we get our first look at Freeman Frazier picking up the offensive rebound and dunking it back in as he is around the rim there. Now here you can see they get the 3 from Dante Carr. As he gets over there, he scores. And so tight game early. Hallie Lloyd. No, that's Donnell Jenks gets all the way down to the other end for a fast break dunk. And Donnell Jenks is just so fast, man. I can't believe how fast he is. And here's Dante Carr again. And he gets some space off of Zing, who's sagging too far off of him. And he knocks down another one. He's got all 12 of the next points as Hallie Lloyd catches Freeman Frazier with the alley-oop dunk there as they connect on a nice play. Good job by Freeman Frazier. And so far, so good with Freeman Frazier in the lineup. Here's Dante Carr taking a little contact there, shooting it with the left hand. Thought he was fouled. And he's got all 14 points right now. And look at that. Brezic just hauled off and shoved Hallie Lloyd, and Lloyd knocked down the free throw. And you can see Lloyd is pretty pumped up about it as the Lions got a 4-point lead here. And Lloyd looks to make it a 5-point lead, which he does. And here's Dante Carr again. Now this time he's facing Lloyd. And if you've been watching the series for a while, Hallie Lloyd struggles a little bit on defense. And there he lets Dante Carr score. Carr had 16 points here in the first quarter. He had scored every point when he went to the bench there. As Donnell Jenks gets the rebound and puts it in. There's a big block by us. We get out on the fast break. We get it to Jenks, who's going to get it to Byers. Byers with the alley-oop. And gives us a 9-point lead here. Nice play by those two guys connecting on the alley-oop. And look at this play. Bonzi Harris cutting to the basket with nobody under the basket. And Calvin Hood finds him. And he slams it. And the first quarter, I thought the most interesting thing was that in 11 minutes, Jenks had 7 rebounds. He was a rebounding machine in the first quarter. Here is Double O showing his offensive skill there with a little running hook there. It gives us a 19-point lead. And Johnson for the Knicks steps out on the out-of-bounds play. Shows he's got some range and knocks down the three. Eddie Drew with the layup, the slam dunk on the other end off the fast break. As we were cooking in the first quarter, we're up by 13. There is Henson with his, I think that's his first bucket of the game here, and that was close to the end of the second half. We get it out to Jenks. Jenks is going to take it to the basket there, and he didn't dunk it, but he did finish and gave us a 17-point lead at the end of the first half. We're up 61-44. Carr with 20. Jenks with 19 and 9. He had 9 rebounds. As here, you see Jenks, look at him. He's trying to use the screen, and he gets Freeman Frazier here. And Freeman with a nice little footwork there, and he scores with a little hook shot. And now we're up by 24 here as Henson gets inside. This time he gets an easy dunk, and Calvin Hood fouls him. And he's going to, oh, this is actually Ray. That's not Henson. And so Ray here, he's going to go to the line. Ray had a little stretch here in the third quarter where he hit several shots. That was one of them. And maybe we'll see a couple others here in just a second. As Drew catches it, he gets it to Bonzi Harrison. Look at that block, man. As Ray chases down the rebound, takes it all the way to distance to the other end of the court. And they go on a little run here, as most of these teams do. And they cut the lead down. And Gilbert Byers with the nice dunk there towards the end of the third quarter. Check out this dunk here as he floats in with a two-handed dunk. Pretty dunk there. And here we're going to find, Jonathan Myers, man. And I'll tell you why we were playing Jonathan Myers here in just a second, because we got some more sad news here. So Jonathan Myers is in place of Donnell Jenks. And nice dunk there. He gets the foul. He gets the free throw. Gilbert Byers on the other end. And he gets an alley-oop pass from Double O, who a lot of times will connect with Jenks that way. Gets Byers this time. Nice cut here as a little high IQ there from Freeman Frazier, checking out where the defense is going, and he cuts back door, and he's wide open for a little hook shot there, a little floater. As we would win this one 119-101. Great game. We had a tough night from 3, man. We only had 2. As Zing, I thought, struggled out there. And but it's good to get a win against the Knicks, even though they're at the bottom of the conference. A lot of times these teams at the bottom play well and end up winning. Now, Jenks had 21 points, 11 rebounds. Frazier, 18 points, 15 rebounds, and he had an assist, a steal, a block. Great game by Freeman Frazier. We'll have to see how well he performs going forward. Dante Carr, he had, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and you can see there Henson, 12 points there, as he gets to the, he didn't do quite as well as he normally would. Now, you can see Donnell Jenks here, he got hurt, and not a serious injury, but he is day-to-day. He can probably play, and you can see here he's got a sore wrist, going to be out for a couple games. We got the Nets coming up here, and he says he's going to be ready to play the Nets, but we may sit him. We'll have to decide. Scores around the league. The Pelicans got the victory over the Spurs. Of course, we beat the Knicks for a 37th win of the season, game 50. And you can see the Magic here. They beat the Thunder. The T-Wolves got beat by the Mavericks. As you can see, Sessions and Tompkins for the Mavericks. Samakai Tompkins, their best player, had a double-double, and he ended up leading them to the victory. They played some pretty good defense, only allowing, 29 points in the second half. As Donyell Woolridge, there's his numbers there. Pretty good night for him. The Pacers, they beat the Nets to get their 36th win of the season. Sean Ricks with 41 points, 11 rebounds, and what a monster performance. And unfortunately, the Nets didn't get the victory there because we'd like to see them beat the Pacers. Dantley had 30 in the victory for the Pacers, as they've won 4 straight here, at least 4 of their last games. The Warriors, they got beat by the Suns to round out the games for the day. You can see Weber had 23, and they've won 3 of their last 4. Weber, both these teams pretty good out west. And for the Suns, Deontay Norris had 24 points in the victory, and they've won 3 of their last 4 games, as that would end the slate. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. As we move on to our next game of the season, we're going to figure out how we're going to manage without Austin Billups and maybe Donnell Jenks for a couple games. All right, I am Coach 2K. I'll see you guys on the court in the next video. Thanks for watching.